Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. Let's talk about color stock. A lot of you sent me a lot of messages asking me, like, what do you think is going to happen? Hey, it's moving. Yeah, a lot of people in the morning were like, hey, it's moving, it's pumping, it's going to go to $4 plus. And let's look at the charts here real quick. I'm pretty sure it dumped, right? Yeah. So it did go to $4, barely teased it, and then came on down. So what I will say is just because the stock opens green doesn't mean it'll close green. This is a great example of it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. If this had closed on a green candle, we still got 2 hours of stock market open, so maybe in 2 hours we'll close green, right? But we'll see. The crossover in the MACD has not happened. That's my entry point. I'm looking for that crossover in the MACD or come on down nice and cheap to $3 if it holds. Right now, again, it's in no man's land. It's just trading sideways. Very clear levels that I drew, I think, yesterday. Guys, it's just trading between these two levels here, between 3 and 378 for all intents and purposes. So it's just going sideways. We don't know. The thing about sideways action is we don't know which direction it's going to go. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Where are we going here? That uncertainty just means step back and let's wait and see what happens. I will never, ever, ever, ever tell you to chase unless you're actually going to chase with a stop loss and have strategy. For example, I called Cyberlux down here at 0068. A lot of people are making green on that one, and I called this one at the bottom as well. So a lot of people in the green, a lot of people making money just in the first 6 days of the year. And you'll notice that these two stocks were sitting at the bottom when no one wants it, and now they're pumping and we're making our money, right? So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that point in the stock where it's just going sideways, no one wants it, no one cares about it. It's going sideways, no one wants it, no one cares about it, then it pumps. But as you can see, it took a while for that to eventually get that big pump, right? And then it took a couple of weeks here to get that next big run. So what I'm telling you is wait and see. Let's see if it starts going. Let's see if it forms a bottom here. Bottoms don't show up out of nowhere. They have to form over the course of days, if not trading weeks. But if you have the patience and discipline, you will get in as cheap as possible at the bottom. And then when the pump comes in, you'll make your money. The next best entry point is going to be the crossover on the MACD. That's like the second best. Ideally, you always want to buy at the bottom. But the crossover in the MACD usually means green. Let me just show you as an example. ARC B here. Look at that crossover. It happened today. The crossover happened. It crossed over. Guess what? If you had bought it open and you had used my crossover strategy, it went from 98.73 to 102. You could have made $4 per share. So if you bought 10 shares, I mean, you could have made a quick, $40? If you have money, you can buy 100 shares, made a quick. It really depends on your account size. Probably most of you don't want to trade something this expensive, but you could have bought in and flipped it today for some money. And all you did was wait for that crossover on the MACD. So there you go. Those are the two best entry points. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna wait for the MACD crossover. That MACD crossover is very important. If we do not cross back over, we're coming on down, boys, and it's $2, unfortunately. But we did get a piece of what did they bought Bitcoin? Yeah, KULR Technology completes 21 million purchase of 213.43 Bitcoin at 98,393. What's Bitcoin at? I think Bitcoin's at 100K. Yeah, we'll see. They're definitely going to make money on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a good long-term hold via the ETFs like RB, like I just showed you, or Bitcoin miners to get the exposure. Either way, if you don't want to buy, one Bitcoin. KULR Technology BTC yield hits 93.7% from December to January. So I'm wondering if that's just what caused the pump, and now it's just coming on down. But either way, some of you were telling me. Let me look at the comments here. Let's go to the top. It's weird that they give ads for other traders. Like, what? Sure, I guess. But we know what this company has going for it. We know it's going to get more contracts in the future, be it NASA, the U.S. Army, Department of Defense, whatever the case may be, U.S. Navy contract. We're going to get more of those in the future, and this will pump again. So the fundamentals are still there. The catalysts are still there. So there's nothing to be concerned about. I'm just waiting for the best entry point. Shades, are you going to wait forever? Maybe. It can take time. Do I need to show you this again? I had to wait. Let me just show you as an example. I had to wait months for this penny stock to go from 1 penny back to the bottom at 002s. And look, then it pumped once, twice, and then again, recently just pumped again. This one loves to pump from the bottom. I had to wait since May 20 all the way to September. So what, June, July, August, sheesh, I had to wait that long? I had to wait almost 4 months for this to bottom out so I can load up nice and cheap. And then obviously I made my money already by dumping it on the people who are holding this one long. Unfortunately, they don't understand that penny stocks, they're not going to go to dollars. Not the ones that are sitting at double zeros. They're at double zeros for a reason, but either way, let's take advantage of the best entry point, which is the bottom. So I can wait. You guys think I'm joking? This is how you make money in the markets. You wait, you exercise patience. Then when it gets real cheap, you buy. Let's see, where's my chart? Why did it disappear? Where's KULR? There you go. Okay, let's continue here. KULR has 4 big upcoming contracts with NASA, SpaceX, Tesla, etc. It's going back up to 5 of month for sure. Well, if that happens, we will see a gap up and a run. What do I mean by gap up and run? If that happens, we will see. Oops, you just saw OBS. I'm a bad, I'm a bad streamer. You just saw OBS. I'm a bad streamer. Okay, so if it does run, if it does get a gap up and run, then we're gonna see the MACD crossover. That just has to happen, right? That has to happen in order for us to go higher. The crossover has to happen. It happened here, right? Look at that. See that gap here? So there's the crossover. So you buy it open and you ride it up for as far as it goes. You close the position at the end of the day. That's it. That's all there is to it. Like I showed you with ARCB. So if we do get those, I will be taking advantage of it by day trading it once we get that PR. If it does drop those PRs, I believe you are correct. We will get big contracts. We don't know when they're gonna drop. When they do, I'm there for it. You better believe I'm there for it. Why do you think I'm loading? Why people have been making money on Sybil and AITX? Because there's news coming. Let's load in anticipation. Then when it pumps, we take our profit, rinse and repeat. It'll go it'll go back to 5. Yep, I agree. I don't disagree. But right now, the chart's just looking kind of sideways, right? I do own some. Maybe I'll add. MBOT and RB are looking really good. Yeah, right now, robotic stocks have exploded. I'm not going to chase them, though. Good stuff. Think shades. I suspect it will drop to 260 before climbing higher. So we're going to see satellites shooting other satellites in space and then it crashed. There is space wars. I do believe we will have space wars. Like China's just not going to sit back and be like, yeah, let's just let America take complete control of outer space. Like that's just not going to happen. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. You know, we watched all those movies, the Star Wars movies when we were younger, and we thought it was just fantasy, right? But a lot of things that were fantasy once, they became real. We once thought we would never be able to fly, but who was it? Wilbur Wright? I don't know. I don't remember my history, but was it Wilbur Wright? I believe it was Wilbur Wright who was like, "No, we're gonna fly," and he proved everyone wrong. He showed like, "Yep, we'll be able to fly." I mean, we won't have wings, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, we're able to get into the air and go places. That's the point. So a lot of things that were once fantasy become reality. Whether that's for better or for worse, right? So yeah, you might think I'm kidding, but we're gonna have space wars, Space War One and Space War Two, and so on and so forth. The crossover isn't looking good. Looks like a better chance than not of a more downward movement. Yeah, that's what I think too. I've been saying that like there's a better chance of it going down, but as of right now, it's just going sideways. So let's see what happens. That's what I'm saying. We just gotta wait. Wait, guys, wait. Be patient. I know you want things to go up right now, really fast, but if you exercise patience and discipline, when I alert that I'm getting in, you better believe that you better pay attention. Yeah, a lot of people in my comments are saying they're bullish, but they expect more downside. That's kind of like the overall vibe that I got from everyone. Like, hey, we probably are going to come down lower, but bullish over the long term. And I agree. I agree with that. And that's it for the video. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next one.